come upon thee.
Now is the end time. Now is the time when Babylon, ancient Babylon, the daughter of Babylon must fall. Must come to an end. When?
And I will send mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways.
Right, the Most High said He's going to judge this place according to its ways. Because this place is exceedingly wicked. Continually wicked. Nothing good comes forth from this place anymore. Right? So this place is on its way out. Right? Whereby another rulership will come in. Right? Which we call the kingdom of heaven. Right?
Continuing, it says, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
And will recompense. The Lord said He going put his righteous judgment, right, back on this place for what He has done. What He has done to the earth and what He has done to His people. Right? Well,
continuing, it says, and mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity.
right. And destruction is going to come on this place by the way of martial law, right? Going to have race wars, going to come by famine.
By fire, like what happened recently with them children in the house in Marval. That the Lord judging. Alright, and that's no pity because they were screaming. Alright, people trying to help, who trying to throw water, fire brigade come, and they escape. So the Most High, when He ready to bring down His hammer, as He said, I kill. You get off from me, Deuteronomy 32, 39. Deuteronomy 32, 39. That's the back of the brother.
Because Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I am He, and there is no power with me.
What oh?
You finish here? You finish?
Are your food there? Are your food?
I beg you.
Huh? Are you on? Alright, bring it out.
You got them like. Tell her, yeah.
What?
Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39. See that I, even I am He, gone, and there is no God with me.
There is no God with the Most High.
Gone.
Alright? At the top, the highest height, it have the Most High Yahweh, alright, sitting there.
Gone.
No God accompanying Him. Only His Son, alright, which is lesser than Him, as the scripture says, my Father is greater than I. Alright, the biggest bad boy is Yahweh. That is His true name. Greater than Jesus, greater than Allah, greater than Muhammad, greater than Selassie. At the top of the food chain where gods are concerned is Yahweh.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Gone. I kill.
What He does?
I kill.
He say He kills. So when someone dies, someone gets a harsh death, calamity comes, and kills a whole family, or kills some children, kills some women. He did that, not Satan. Alright, you people that give Satan too much credit. Alright, Satan working for the Heavenly Father Yahweh. He kills. Go ahead.
Gone. I kill and I make alive.
And He also makes alive.
Right.
So guess what? You're trying hard to get a child. You know, no matter what, how much time you have sex with this woman, no child in coming, because the Most High send that life. He had to send that life. He's the one that is make a life.
Gone.
Go ahead.
I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Neither is there any that can deliver. When the Most High pull your card, alright, you're done for. That's why you have to fear Him. Some people say you have to respect God. No, you have to fear the Heavenly Father. When you hear about Him, you have to tremble. Alright, this is the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 13. Isaiah 8 and 13. You understand what you're seeing there, As? You understand what you're seeing there?
I've seen some big nations there.
Sorry?
I've seen some big nations there.
Oh, see, watching the image of the beast, the dragon? Yeah. Right. You understand why the dragon red? You know who's Esau?
Yeah. So it's the brother of Jacob. Get that.
Get that? Alright. The book of Genesis, chapter 20, okay, the exact verse, 25. Okay, right? The book of Genesis, chapter 25, and I'll start at verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife Rebekah, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and
She had 2 children, all right?
No, Esau was one.
Right. Read it.
it says, and the children struggled together within her, and she said,
Why don't we shock them? Shock them because it's the foundation and fighting for position. Go ahead.
if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
How could that be? 2 nations
It says, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
So to the Bible, it makes a distinction. It says people. Some people will read that and say, why should how could that people be? Of course, a people that come out of a woman.
You have a boy?
Yeah, it is a boy. Nations can come out of a
Seed.
That's why, yeah, it's a seed. That's why everybody have a genealogy. If you don't care who is for Christ, you have a genealogy. There you go.
We'll read some more for you. It says, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Good on that side.
So some people because why we went through something called slavery, which I don't any other nation can do that.
The scripture say, no other, get that in to back up the brother, Daniel 9 and the 12th verse.
Come.
Daniel 9 and 12.
But what the brother saying, we in Africa, okay, you ever examine the term African race? Where that come from? You ever went into where that really, why? Because in the Bible, you don't see Africa no time, correct?
You see like Hebrew and
You see the Hebrews, you see Jacob, but before them, you saw Shem, Ham, Japheth, stemming from Noah. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now when you look up Ham, they say he's the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes. No, we don't have a book. Right? It's on the one Bible dictionary, you call it.
always read from the first Bible.
We have that. We have the 1611
There's the
King James.
Oh yeah, the King 1611 King James, which has the
The Apocrypha.
Something called the Canabras or something, no?
Kibranagas?
oh, the King.
No, we don't deal with that.
No.
We deal with the Bible. The Bible.
What you call it? The Canabras?
Kibranagas. That is Kibranagas.
Branagas.
Done.
That you can't get your hands on that.
Now we don't need that. What you need, brother, is a book filled with prophecies, and this is what the Bible has. A book is a book filled with prophecies pertaining to your people. It also identifies what happened to your people in the past, like slavery, cargo slave ships. We coming across here with shackles on our neck. That was all in the Bible.
That's right.
All right, and it also has our future pertaining to our Lord returning and delivering us out of this captivity. You know we're still in captivity, right?
Of course.
No, you don't have a shackle on your neck. What you have is a face mask on your face. You understand? And an ID and a passport. That is what you have right now. That should prove to you that you're still in slavery. But these people, they had the conspiracy, the pandemic, until they're stifling you. And you can't fight up against that system. You could protest on what you want. That won't change.
Where's that?
All right.
Yeah.
We don't really do
Ah,
that.
done.
Yeah, we not out there for that.
Yeah,
we
we really
not
out
out there
there
for your money. We out there to give you this knowledge freely.
Knowledge.
Yeah, that,
If you have knowledge and you don't share it,
That's what we out there doing.
that's what we doing. That's what we doing with the young man there, yeah.
Right? So we have to stay on track.
if you don't have
Right? The
knowledge,
word
if you have
Africa,
knowledge and you
it
don't
came
share
from
then it's
a
waste
white
of
man
time.
called Scipio Africanus. All right? The ancient Africans were called Hamites. They are descendants of Ham. We, my brother, the Negroes, if you look on that sign, the American Negroes going on to the West Indians, the Haitians, the Dominicans, we are the descendants of Shem. And Shem going down to the lineage of what? Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob. We are the seed of Jacob. And to prove that, let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. But let the brother bring on that piece of word.
They to prove that although we and the Africans are the same, you know, skin color and thing,
Have a difference.
you know, it's have a difference. There's Exodus 11 and verse 7.
Beautiful.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue. These nations of people, other than the Israelites, supposed to have respect for us. Because we are the people that the Most High set above. Get up for me in Deuteronomy 14. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. Because there is a superior race of people. Deuteronomy 14 and verse 2.
Deuteronomy 14 and 2. For thou art a holy, means separate, a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord thy God we are holy, as the brother break it down, separate, severed. People the Most High kept himself. He sent Moses on the mount, take the tablet of stone and bring it for them with the commandments. He didn't do that for no other people. Go ahead.
And Yahweh, which the Lord had chosen thee to be a particular,
Peculiar.
peculiar.
The word peculiar means special. He created us to be a peculiar people. We're different. That is the people that are going to be stronger.
Unto himself.
Go ahead.
Peculiar meaning
Unique,
special, not
unique,
strange.
not strange as well. Unique, strange. When something unique, it's strange.
Salaka.
All those words synonymous.
So like I stole and I'm going to read it over.
All right, go ahead.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people
What?
unto himself,
Go ahead.
above
A what?
all the nations.
Equal to?
Above all the nations.
Above all the nations. So we are above all the nations. So when you brother read this piece about it.
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Shall not a dog move his tongue. These dogs represent these other nations. They're not supposed to speak ill against us. Go ahead. And look what they do to us. They call us blacks. So there's niggers. You understand? All these hard-head children, all these ghetto youths. No, we are the Israelites.
Right.
Go ahead.
Gone. Against man or beast.
Against man or beast, go ahead.
Gone. That he may know that the Lord that put a difference.
Put a what?
Put a difference.
A difference
between the Egyptians.
Between the Egyptians
and Israel.
And Israel. It's about difference. And that book from Babylon to Timbuktu, the brother was just making reference of. Alright? Or we just made reference of the book from Babylon to Timbuktu. It says the Africans, or the Egyptians, were Africans. All of them were descendants of Ham. You understand? It's called From Babylon to Timbuktu, written by Rudolph R. Winslow. Rudolph R. Winslow.
So what your name would be if it is you had to look up your name?
What do you mean?
In Hebrew?
In Hebrew?
His name is Daniela.
Like how I would have my slave name. Would be
Oh, you
something
mean your
like
government name?
The government name. Like I'm
A name other than your government name?
Yeah.
Hey, that scripture that says, surname thyself after
Isaiah.
the Most High. No.
So like how I child of the Israelites.
No, well, alright. If you're in the knowledge, right? And you're coming to the knowledge of yourself and who is and the Israelites, and you want to give yourself a name, somebody could be a name according to your spirit. What type of spirit you have?
Not according to your tribe.
Nah, according to your spirit. Because nobody really and truly nobody knows what tribe they come from. But through the scriptures they can filter out themselves according to how your spirit is. They say, alright, you could be a Danite. Or you could be, you understand, a Levite. Hey, you have a spirit of a Judite. You have a leading spirit, a kind of a powerful spirit there. You could be a Judite. Right? These people here, they're from the Caribbean, so you have a spirit of Judah. Or this one have a spirit of Benjamin.
Yeah.
Right? According to how, when you read about the different men under Salakia, the different sons from Jacob, when you read the attributes of them, sometimes you can tell them, say, hey, this brother here first. Right? Read that.
Yeah, but it's not all that important to find out your tribe. We had to find out, brother, most important for you is the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son, understanding that you are an Israelite man and hoping to be a part of His elect, so that when He comes, He will save you out of this place, and then you would know.
All of that will come after.
They will come after.
It's not really expedient to know what tribe it from. That is just falling eventually. As I say, the Spirit doesn't lead us.
We'll read this for you. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 5. You listening? It says, one shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
One would say, hey, I go in your church. You know, they always say, how they say, I'm a child of God.
I'm a child of God.
But really, they don't understand what they say when they say
Son
that.
of God.
When you say this good man, son, when you say you're a son of God, they don't truly say you're an Israelite.
Because that's what the word Israel means.
Read it again.
Read it again. It says, Isaiah 44 verse 5. One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another...
Jacob was named what? Israel.
Israel.
Go ahead.
It says, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord and surname himself by the name of Israel.
Because that's how they pray. They pray with the hand up in the bed.
Yeah, I got it.
They put the hand up in and surname themselves Israel.
Look, that's it. When you get a name, if you come into the fold and you get a name, your name, like mine, for example, my name, Halab Ban Yam Ban Yasharala. That's your surname, Yasharala, Israel. Which Yah means he, and Shah means prince, and Allah means God. So he's a prince of God. That's what Israel actually means. Or in another term, son of God. A prince is a son of a king. Alright, and who's the ultimate king? The Most High. You understand? So Yasha Allah, that is our surname.
You read in Genesis about the sons of God?
Alright, so that's some more precepts here. Reading the Deuteronomy 28 now. That's the 48, 28, 48. That's to prove who we are as a people. The Bible identified who the nation of Israel are.
28 and
48. Nowhere in the Bible mentions no Africans. Don't talk about no Africans. Mention the children of Israel as they mention the Hebrews. They talk about them, and that's who we are. But guess what happened to us? We get taken into captivity, and they beat English into us. So now all we know is English, or if we're in Venezuela, we know Spanish, or we're in France, we know French. But really and truly, our original tongue that we spoke was Hebrew, and the Lord returning us to that today. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Go ahead.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Is it?
Thou shalt serve thy enemies.
There we go.
Which the Lord shall set against you.
And why the Lord set them against you? Talking head hard. When you read Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15, so if it says, don't listen to them, you don't have to do my laws, commandments, and statutes, all these curses will come upon you. And that's one of the curses. You have to serve your enemy. When you go to the part up, it's a white man. There's some other nation of people that are going to get employed. When you look at the top of the organization, it's some heathen nation. Assyrian, some heathen.
I see an advertisement coming up on one of my apps saying that Syrian people come to see us and they go Gaia.
Gaia?
Gaia.
No. I think Gaia is born on the earth. Gaia.
Gaia just come or something like Gaia after something to the person and they send up people, the Syrians that came from some of the
Yeah, as it was broken up earlier, they are what you call the Edomites. Alright, because going back to that story in Genesis, the first, which was Esau, he came out red. Hence the reason the dragon today is red. Because it's a beast system ruling. And why is it a dragon? Because a dragon, when you think about a dragon is fierce. A dragon is not something that you can have as a pet. A dragon is not a tameable animal. And that is these devils' fate. They're not tameable. They are the violent ones on the earth. And then the reason all their agendas that they set forth is to kill, to destroy, to cause havoc.
Like the only man that created World War I. Which one of the people ever did that? Somebody who really did that. Right?
That's it. And that all the system and the scripture, the sign says here, the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO. Alright, the 7 heads, 7 governments, or they said ruled by Esau. You see that? Ruled by Esau. Guided by the bread. Go back to Germany tribes. Alright, which is the original separations for the head, 7 heads. Before you have where you have today as the well-known countries that is set up today in NATO and like the original 7 heads. Going back to the Germanic tribes.
What they're trying to do is upset the prophecy that bringing more nation was the original heads.
That's what it was called before.
Don't worry, friends, I'm going to come out and get some more knowledge on our next day, man.
Oh, you come on next time?
Yeah.
Alright, they're out here Mondays.
What about the jab? You took that?
Huh?
You took the vaccine?
Nah.
You have plans to do so? Right. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Stay away. Right now,
Unless there's a job that's coming from Africa. where are
Well, actually, it should be taken down.
Huh?
Well, actually, it should be taken down. The Lord say, you have herbs that the earth.
I will stick with my herbs that thing now.
yeah, beautiful.
Herbs for healing.
Yeah.
Get us picture. That's not, hold on, before you go. Get us picture what the Lord say to afford the earth.
About the herbs, I said.
About the herbs.
Syrup today.
Which one in Bible do you read from?
King James.
Huh?
King James Version.
King James. 1611.
Have it. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 4. The Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that wise will not abhor them.
Yeah.
Straight from the earth.
Yeah.
Ginger, garlic, cinnamon,
Dandelion.
dandelion,
Peppa
macro,
pig.
timos, pepper pig.
See, yeah. Your body is a carbon-based system,
Wonder the world.
right? Remember, you come from the earth, so things from the earth is things that will heal your body. You don't need these things.
We
When
should leave not to cook food too. Some food we should not cook with that grease.
Right.
Understand?
That's it. We meat we supposed to abstain from.
Yep.
And the meat that we can eat.
Pork,
This is why our people, 95% of the people on this island here, they suffer with obesity.
Yeah. And they have parasites in them too.
Yeah.
See?
But they don't have a proper diet.
Yeah.
But diet is a lifestyle too as well. There's Psalms 104 and verse 14. He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man. And he may bring forth food out of the earth.
You get the one in hand.
Yeah, but
Yeah, read
it's
it.
alright.
I have a good one now. I have a good one.
Can. Ecclesiasticus 38 and 4. The Lord had created medicines out of the earth.
Out of the earth.
Can. And he that is wise will not abhor them.
Right. Yeah, this wise would not be good. So you're supposed to use medicine from the earth. You know what I mean? You pray to the Lord, they will be healed. You're supposed to fast also. Because them medicines, they don't work if you fast. We have so much of toxins in our system. You can get them toxins out for the medicines to work. People just feel, I'm going to take some herbs and take a body and your body. Right now your body has too much of poison in it.
See that
Herbs even work.
See them thing across there that they're selling? I like that. You know what
Yeah, I
then?
like it, but
That's the first thing I deal
But sometimes, a lot of time things are real on it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Anything without seed, it ain't real. But when I say about it,
Seedless grapes,
seedless grapes and them things, must have seed in it.
bananas,
Bananas, we eat it. They are real bananas. Bananas have seed in it. Some big seed. And if you watch it, you'll see
Long
this.
time banana used to see
Yeah.
when you cut it, you
It's
used to
still a
see
banana,
seed
it's
around
still
it.
a banana. You don't go deep in the bush to find them bananas. Bananas have a seed. It looks like a soursop seed.
Yeah.
But when you watch these bananas, you peel it and you break it up. You will see in between.
That's spray chemical on it.
yeah.
Yeah, the seeds where you see them real small.
Yeah.
We talk about that's a real banana. It's hard. It didn't necessarily come across one.
and that's why we have to get out of here.
Yeah, that's why we are like out of this place. Let me see out of here. Kingdom of heaven have to come forward. This place has to go. What you looking at that for?
I want to go up and look it up.
Why? Waste of time. Why? Instead of looking up that, why look up on some of my videos and there's some knowledge on what the scriptures really about? So that's a waste of time.
Hebrew and Agas is a waste of time. Ecclesiastes.
Trust me, you're not going to learn that from God now. You're not going to learn where
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and
get
read.
that scripture. I'm reading from too many. Ecclesiastes 12, 7. 7? Who 12 and 12, yeah. The scripture tell you that. You don't too much eyes and weary this on the flesh. So then stick to, you know, stick to what we know about.
Bible is the greatest book on the earth. Prophecies is the main thing that governs time.
But there's some tricks inside of the Bible too.
But we here to clear up all them
Clear up
things.
all them things.
Like what we out here for.
Them chicks,
You just highlight them and we clean it up.
No, when you can't get it, come here. Play it up for you.
Alright.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's list before you go.
The book of Ecclesiastes, you have it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. Done.
Your search will be fair.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Too much studies are wearing this time, but that's where I want yourself. Trust me. Well, thanks for coming. Come on again.
Yeah.
When Monday or Thursday, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about these books, when you read them, they don't really have no substance. They
You
want
gotta go
to,
behind, you gotta look deep.
they only want to carry you back. The Bible, it shows you what's coming. See what them signs, all these signs here that we have is biblical, you know. Things will come out of the scriptures, you know. They didn't come out of no keyboard. But these things that draw your attention, they didn't come out of the keyboard and gas. They came out of the Bible.
And the questions you ask,
Some, yeah,
is that, I find you ask a lot of questions that people don't even understand. They're like that, and you come and ask them another question, like them nation, they will go into that and watch it, and just walk on because they don't even know what is going on with the beast and who is the beast. We just explain to them. So anything you have a problem with, come right here.
Alright.
Clear it up for you.
Alright, cool.
Some area quick. We don't say about these other books. And them is the books that these people out here. Can't water. You know? And they the books that these people out here just going to. Right?
Unless you go get nuts too, boy.
Yeah, no problem.
2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Ever learning all up into these different books. And when the truth, to find the truth, first they had to be dealing with the Bible. Alright, because these are the books like the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the Kibana Gas, they don't have the truth. Alright, the truth is within these scriptures. Alright, and if you can search the scriptures.
Search the
So
scriptures.
just put search and scriptures.
Yes. So. John.
Yeah, this, yeah.
Because say in John chapter 5 and verse 39,
Go ahead.
search the scriptures.
Search what? The scriptures. And
Done.
this book is the scriptures.
Right.
This whole earth that we're living in, about the things that the events are playing out, is a part of the Lord's movie. And the Lord has a script for this movie. And the script for this movie is the Bible. And the reason it's called the scriptures. Go ahead.
Gone. For in them he think he have eternal life.
For in them you think you have what? Eternal life.
Done.
And the only thing that can give you eternal life is the truth.
Gone.
Being a part of the truth, falsehood is going to lead you to death. Being a part of falsehood is going to lead to you being remain here in these plagues that is about to come. The Heavenly Father is dealing with truth. Alright? He said truth will set you free. Come on in John.
You shall know the truth, and the truth
Truth
shall
will
know.
set you free. John 7 and 7:38.
Yeah, that's on. Now, I read words of living water. Okay.
John 8, right? John 8:56. John 8:56.
Nah, that ain't.
That's it.
That's
Let's
all,
switch
huh?
it about
Yeah, that one.
somewhere in John. John.
2004, right?
Truth
832, I see. Yeah,
832 still up.
Done. Because see in John chapter 8 verse 32,
Go ahead.
and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Truth gonna make you free.
Done.
Free mentally, firstly. Alright, that is the first freedom that you need.
Done.
To be mentally freed from the lies of this world. Alright, from the mental, from the bondage, religare, the religions that Esau set out here to bind your mind fast. Alright? To keep you in that docile state of not knowing who your enemy is, not knowing who you are as a people, have you shackled up in ignorance. Alright, but it's truth to set you free. Alright? Have you make you a free thinker to what you know, where your thoughts, you know, the way you think, your mindset is not determined by what Esau pushes out there, but by what the Heavenly Father said in His Word. Alright? And how you know what the truth is. Remember in 1 John 4:1. So what? 1 John 4:1.
Because first John chapter 4 and verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit.
Believe not every spirit. Alright? But not everybody coming out here with the truth. A lot of false, I scripture say forget from Bible Gosha in 1 Peter 2:1. If not first, second. Go ahead.
Done. But try the spirit.
For what?
But try the spirit.
And you're trying them. You're trying them by the words.
Done.
Search the scriptures.
Done.
Like the church of Berea. They search the scriptures to see whether those things were so. Isaiah 8:20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them.
First Peter what?
1 Peter 2:1.
2:1.
Go ahead.
Done. But try the spirits whether they are of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
But try the spirits what? Whether
Whether,
it be
done.
of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Done.
Whether it be of the truth. You understand? Bringing it back to the true God.
Done.
Which is not. A lot of these religions and philosophies out here not bringing it back to the true power. Whose name is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Go ahead.
But there were false prophets also among them of the people, even as there shall be false teachers.
There shall be what?
There shall be false teachers.
There shall be false teachers, go ahead, among you. He said us, he told us that, hey, you have to be watchful. Because these times,
That's why it is important to read.
I said,
When somebody reads and you hear somebody teaching, you can say, all right, you can have a discernment. All right, that's something like the truth. Nah, that is not the truth. That is not what I read.
once it in line up with the scriptures.
Yeah, that's why you don't say, blessed is the man who read it.
I say study to show yourself approved. A workman needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of what? The word of truth. The word is very truth is that. Remember that in John 17:17.
Scriptures don't believe in people being ignorant.
Um,
You know? You must know a little something. Just like the brother there, he might know everything, but he still come and he asks intelligent questions. Hey, what's that? And what's it? You know what I mean? Jake don't really have that. Because I know him, you know, he's a guy, he just sit up and he just read. But he just going off a little bit with that. You know what I mean? But that's why you need somebody to guide them. The scriptures talk about a guide. These people try to teach yourself. You can't teach yourself. The scriptures in Galatians, scriptures talk about a guide. Right?
but go ahead.
God. Because see in John chapter 17 verse 17, sanctify them through thy truth.
Right? Sanctify you through the word, through
God.
the truth. Right? That's how you can wash. Right? Listen to the word. Right?
What?
God. Thy word is truth.
Thy word is truth.
God.
Like word, not your words. His word is truth. That's why he's saying you put his word as fire in your mouth.
Right.
That will burn them up and stop it. Right? You don't need to speak your own words. You know what I mean? You're not speaking the truth. You need to speak.
I saw it.
You know? Like the other day, I was in a chat room and I had a video clip of a man come and touch his wife, stab up the man, stab. If the man who stab you run, stab up the wife and kill shit. Well, I put up a script here. The proverb that says, and because like you know my past. So why you didn't do that when the man on you talking about the partner? Come and do that fucking shit with my ex, right? He said, so why you didn't do that when you script that pop in? No, a man that can't control his spirit. It's like a situated walls. Men start to fuck him up with each other. That is a PhD and look, the word after that. Because why? What I did I do? Lord's word. I didn't use mine. I think he looking for bacchanal. And I cut him with that. They're gonna, like, instead of me there, they never talk after that. They're gonna fuck him up left and right. That is why when you speak here, I speak his words. You know what I mean?
I did silence.
Yeah, I did silence.
And then that's it. Luke 21 and 15. Yeah, they had finished off?
Can I finish off?
Right. This is the book of Luke. Luke chapter 21 and verse 15. Let's get it. It reads, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
He's my adversary.
Come up against it.
Come up and try to, you know, each other make feel bad, but then he end up looking bad.
Can.
Because why? I gave him words of wisdom.
That is it.
You see? So now everybody chatting to them fucking up girl. That's it. Said good for fucking you. Nah, so
Brown.
I say that's the best answer. The best answer here. I was my word. That shit don't bother me no more. Shit, I know shit wicked at you. I know you wicked too, and your partner wicked too.
Them judgment.
What's that here?
And the judgment coming. Hey, what the quick tip?
The book of Hebrews.
Put the bottle on here now.
The book of Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Chop off his head one time, right? The stopper. Well, shit stopper. When you hear the scripture there, it's like it's get cut. To your heart. You start to bleed. Bleed out right there. You know? But
Sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart.
confound you. Confound you and your foolishness and your foolish ideology. Right? So it's always good to come out with the words of God. I get the fuck out of here, man.
You're one of the two people in the back seat that have picture. Oh, patience, or?
Cheers.
I know. Two people alone in the back seat, fighting in the back.
They're gonna come that day when we just curse all the fucking police and they can't do us nothing. Because it's not about food.
Can.
That day won't come.
Will come.
No, we can't. Right now, we can't tell you all nothing. We call it fucking noise all day. Hey, you want to go do that tonight? Or ask Eve if she wants to really know you. So, it's different with Eve and fucking Jake. Jake is a weakling.
Or that kingly mentality.
No. Kingly mentality. It's varnish away. The spirit, the Lord take away that. And they always call each other king there. Hey, we see king. And that king and that, but you don't have a kingly mindset. see? They want to be ruled over right through.
Why? Because they come back to the words of the Heavenly Father.
Right.
The words of the Heavenly Father is what made us men. Alright? Coming back to the truth. Us at one point, not having this knowledge, we were once, I said, that's it, be no more children, being tossed to and fro. You understand? But through this word, this knowledge, and the Lord tell us, hey, all these kings, all they going and sit on thrones. I go and have all they to rule once all they overcome. A king shall reign in righteousness, and princes going to rule in judgment. So that made us now put on a kingly mentality, whereas we see ourselves ruling in the future. But Jakes don't believe in the words of the Bible, so all they can see is what they see now. Struggles, drinking beers, smoking cigarettes, partying, you understand? Making children, living in an apartment with a dragon.
Yeah, they like. It's all mirror.
That's all I see.
OJ Ko is a fucking mirror.
God, man, that's the life. Boy. Ah, boy, this is life. Fools. Jacob, that idiot. Hey, Jacob, finish right.
That's something very quick. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish, they have gone.
Yeah, they're foolish and don't teach people.
Gone.
Yeah, you know? Go ahead.
They have not known me. They are such as children. Gone. Same thing. Stupid.
Right? Well,
Gone. And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
Because they have no
good,
knowledge.
they have no knowledge. Right? Marcus Evian. Miss, excellent. One minute. I'm going to take the time for one. You would like to rule the world? I show you what I do. Good. Find a more strong.
You gotta find one. You gotta find one with weave and makeup and
Yeah.
just some.
Oh yeah, let me see one.
Skimpy.
Nice, you see simple one.
Yeah.
Let me see simple one. Gotta find out. One. We was asking who want to always be on top.
Yeah. Right, them is the one to target.
Them are the spirit of the Lord. Hey, I said the wicked too, but I said the spirit of the Lord because only Lord is the Lord and I'm kingly myself.
Yeah.
That ruling class mentality. She looks like she's a subtle and
Yeah. Like a school student. She's in the rule now. She's trying to get she passes or whatever, bachelor degree.
simple as hell.
Can. Isaiah 46 verse 8. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. And what we bringing again to mind? Bringing again to mind the promises that the scriptures had set for us as a people. You see, you're going to make us give me that in Exodus 19 and verse 5.
Book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people.
Above all people, kings.
Right.
At the top. That's the promise that was given to us. Go ahead.
Gone. For all the earth is mine.
All the earth is his. Go ahead.
Gone. Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
It will be a kingdom of priests.
Gone.
A kingdom of priests. So without a king or kings, you can't have a kingdom. So there must be kings to come of the nation of Israel, and that is who we are hoping to be in the future. And that's who we are going to be. Alright? It all starts with the hope. Expectation. Because that's what the word hope is synonymous with. Expectation. We are expecting in the near future that we are going to be set on high and put on in rulership, having these nations below us, as the Lord promised us. But these jakes out there, they're not thinking about that. Alright, they're thinking about being servants. Alright, the scripture asks in Jeremiah. You can get that in Jeremiah chapter 11.
Finish it off, right?
Alright, go ahead.
Done. An unholy nation, these are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak to who?
Unto the children of Israel.
And that is who we are. We are the children of Israel. By we name and all is supposed to be royal. Israel. princes of the power.
What's up, about now? And then here, Israelites.
That is it.
He's an Israelite. I run and go down. And give you everything.
That's supposed to be a mat.
With your pocket and take off all your jewelry and point on him.
And that's how it's going to be in the future.
Can.
You understand? That's in Isaiah 49. That was it?
Yeah, right.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, and verse.
You see, all right?
Verse 14. Instead of 13, it says, "For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water."
Broken cistern. You can see Jake, his spirit is broken. Now he's in every corner of the street. Look at him. His pants is down below his waist. You know what I mean? He's fighting against and yet still fighting against each other. Both all in the same boat. See?
Crab in a barrel. That way it's called
Crab in a barrel.
crab in a barrel mentality. Everybody fighting each other.
The voting. These idiots that have you voted. And you still put in these people who are oppressing you. These people are oppressing you in your face and still. And you're putting them back in power. This black demon, you know, not stupid as well. Don't these dumb people.
You see? Alright, it says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?"
Was he made to serve right through all his life? Why would you be on top? Why would you think about ruling the world? No, you always think about somebody ruling over you.
Why is he spoiled?
Why are you spoiled? Why your mind gone? All you think about is the past cigarette in the mouth and up here and there is a life one. Yeah, but this is life.
And you know,
Yeah, go ahead.
one of the reasons why Jake mind spoiled, you know, being that they're not thinking kingly, you know, and all they could see is a future here, is because of the teachers. And we say they heap to themselves systems, broken systems, like the pastors and them that can't hold no water, not giving them the knowledge, and why that they're supposed to have upliftment. Hey, you're going to be a king in the future. These nations, you see them as dogs. They're supposed to be loyal. They're called Moab and Esau and Edom. And Elam.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Always one. Yeah,
spoil.
Yeah, because they spoil you all.
Yeah.
I tell you all that.
And the scripture warns about that in Colossians 2:8. You can read about Kusha.
Go on.
Colossians chapter 2 verse 8.
Book of Colossians chapter 2. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Be gone.
Look what that customer said. They're shooting and killing. I want to check it out. They're talking about killing their own people.
That is it.
They're not talking about killing the so-called white man.
Killing the brother. You wanna rule the world one day, man?
She care about the other side.
They're stupid, man. They know them all.
She probably is a yes.
Yeah, looks so.
They fucking notice you. You see Christians? Start and watch. But the old people, they hate the old people, you see? They hate the old shy too. Hey, boy, really check it, they hate the old shy.
Ah, that nice one talks them free.
Yes.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through.
Beware lest any
Done.
man spoil you, because
Done.
as we read earlier, it's our false prophets going out into the world. Go ahead.
Done. Spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. Done.
People got spoiled with philosophy. And they deceit, that's why they don't want to really well. You see, they spoil them. They tell them everybody's supposed to be equal. And they teach them that in these churches, love everybody. Be equal in everybody. But if everybody at the same level, how the world going to run? If everybody's a doctor, how the world going to run? If everybody's a crime monster, how the world going to run?
How does world running?
How does
Everybody
world running
equal?
right now? Nobody
Has
equal.
somebody on top. Have a race of people on top, and the rest of them, mainly us on the bottom.
Simple and easy to understand.
That's why they're known as what the elites.
Done.
You understand? Controlling your media, as they say, your money. They say, give me control of the money, and they don't care who sits on the on the throne. They don't care. They control your banks, everything. All the gold, the silver, they store it up for themselves. And you have to fight up with monopoly money.
Yeah.
Hey, what they doing?
Fight it up.
Paper.
This one here. They fight it up with the man slashing on the face. $20 he offer me, boy. Over $20 buy it. I want to buy shit about slap thing. Next one pick up about they go kill the fucking self, you know what I mean? It's because the teacher to be a slave. You don't want to rule now. You always want to be below.
And that is spirit, I spirit the Lord upon them too. That is spirit, the Lord upon them, upon us. Curses. You will be beneath and they will be above. So he stripped us. The Lord actually did that. He stripped Jake of that kingly mentality. But guess what? He returned it unto a few. As the elect.
Like Thor. What's his name? Odin. He stripped him of everything and cast him down. You know what I mean? You're not worthy. Strip him off. They will have the jail.
They will have the jail.
Once I strip off all that because he was king at one time. Right?
As it said, Deuteronomy 28 and 63. As it roughly paraphrasing what it's saying, but it's saying as the Most High rejoice to basically, bless us. So will he rejoice to bring us to naught. Yeah.
63 I'll bring it.
Yeah, but when I
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua rejoice over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it.
See, these people don't know. These people don't know the entity that
Yeah, he says, in the scripture say that he lifted up and bring it down to the grave. Promotion coming from above. He set it up one and put down the other.
I was in a little talk to the ex-sister. There was some hardcore Christian. She said, Lord, okay. I said, we read that. We're not reading. No scriptures ain't coming out. To prove what she said. No scriptures. One scripture, but see that what they learn as asking. They want to rule the world. They want to rule the world. Other people. Jake is finished.
That's right.
It's finished, yes. Eve herself. And then that is to Eve want to be right up under the serpent.
Yeah, but being under the serpent, you want to rule the world.
You want to rule over Shimon.
That was
That is what they want to rule over.
Hey, nice.
But they're right up under the serpent. You want to rule the world one day, man? Jesus Christ.
They want to rule over the man.
You see, the white man, only person to rule the world is Jesus Christ. That's what you say.
That's it.
People fucking done.
You want to rule the world one day, sir?
Come
Go.
there. There you talk.
You got it?
Come there. Go on, Fred, yo. Okay, that's it.
Like you trying to reach over.
Okay. You asking that question, eh? Wouldn't you want to rule the world one day? No?
You don't know? You're not too sure?
You want to rule the world? Let's want to be here, Let's let's be voting and
What is the point? What is the point?
yeah. What's that? What's that? You do what?
I'm going to show you the point, pa.
Right. Pull them a little bit, I hear you. Pull them a little bit. Pull down. Carry on. Further, roughly. I don't want to say, but here, most people, they believe that here, courts here, don't want to say, outside the world can't touch you. Courts and courts and
Glad you know that.
No, we don't want to convert the world. We don't want to convert the world. We want to watch. You see who ruling over me now? Yeah, let's scripture from it. In Revelation. See who ruling over me now?
Which one?
Yeah, because all the scriptures are ruling over.
I was showing the point here real quick because he asked us the point.
You see the people who ruling over me? Yeah, around it too. You see people who ruling over me? You want to have the neck under his foot. Yeah, but right now we next under their foot.
You want me
That's
to pay out?
Yeah, but yeah, I talk about that. I talk about I want to have under my foot.
My brother.
Listen, you know? Long time now. You don't want that? To have your neck under your foot. No, you don't understand what I'm saying. You don't want to rule the world or what? Hear this precept, hear this. Read that for me.
I asked who is the point. This is the point right here. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Righteousness dwelling here.
Righteousness that dwell in here.
Righteousness.
Hello.
Hey, nice let me ask you one question before I go. One question before I go. You going?
She a demon.
Yeah, she had the money.
Next time, watch. Try and walk around the signs, right? Show some respect. The signs will we have laid out here. Open your eyes and try and walk around. Don't disrespect me, sir.
Where you going on, eh? I don't know why I'm going on, man, because time run up on the road. So you're going on? You're not home?
Yeah, but
Wait, read the precept.
Yeah.
Like go in the first spirit, yeah.
Can. 2 Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we are
Signs that you're seeing here.
Don't worry about sign. But if you put on something and you're doing something, I go walk on it. Understand?
That's the second time I see children.
Somebody take my phone. I tell you, I'm going to walk and go to the phone.
2 Peter can. 2 Peter 3 and 13.
You can start high up, start
Right.
about verse 10.
10. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
But the day of Yahweh Hashem Shai will come as a thief in the night.
Right, come as a thief in the night.
Done.
When the thief come in, when he expected to be sleeping.
Done.
And that is what a lot of people doing today. They're sleeping. They're unaware as the war is taking place.
Done.
It's a change in our rulership. This devil's system, this devil's world. When I say devil, I mean the so-called white race, because that's who the devil is. It goes back to the word Diablo, the ones that deceive you into believing the Messiah was a white man, into believing that the angels are all white and little children in pampers, with bow and arrows in their hand. That's the devil for you. His world is about to come to an end and it's about to begin. The Lord is about to begin a new world. So it's going to come as a thief in the night. You
Done.
people ain't expecting that. You people ain't expecting a different rulership. You women are going to go back where you belong. You know where you belong? Let me read it for you.
Don't read.
I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. Genesis 3:16.
No, you have to say it fast because time running up and confused.
Because Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16.
Where I belong? Talk fast where I belong.
Go ahead.
Genesis 3 and 16.
Listen where you belong.
Unto the woman he said.
Unto the what?
Unto the woman he said.
Unto the woman God said,
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
Gone.
Go ahead.
And thy conception.
And thy conception.
Is-
Every month it is bleed. Every month your belly is hurt you. when you're pushing out children, it is a pain that the Most High put out on you. Go ahead.
Can. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
In sorrow you go bring forth children. You had to cry, you had to scream, you had to skin up and bawl. Go ahead.
Can. And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
And your desire should what?
Be to thy husband.
Should be to your husband, your man.
And he shall rule over thee.
Your man should rule over you. So you know where you belong? You belong under a man. You belong, sorry, under a man. That way you belong. And that way you're going back.
Right.
You understand? The Most High about to set things in order. The day go back to 2 Peter 3:10. And it's gonna, the way it's gonna come, it's gonna hit them by surprise. Like, whoa, we didn't expect that. You know the vintage going and fail, and then they're gonna have to come to a man. You have to separate. Back under a man. That's what the Heavenly Father about to do. All the proud women, all who think they're independent and strong, He's gonna bring them to a state where they're gonna have to humble themselves to a man. And guess what? A man of the Lord. What did the British?
The vintage.
They're the devil. The vintage.
The vintage or the British?
And the Americans.
The Americans, devils. The real Americans, because the word America go back to the so-called white race. So the real Americans is not we people, like where they born us. The real Americans is the so-called white race. And their race is going to be annihilated. But
yeah, man, without can. I'll start over. 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Who's the Lord?
Well, like somebody we believe in.
Who is the Lord? What is his name?
He is some high.
Sorry?
Some high person, we call him God.
Some high person, we call him God. But the Lord is a melanated man. That is one of the nation of Israel.
And what?
Can.
He is?
The Lord is a melanated man.
No, what is the meaning of melanated?
Melanated, he has melanin. He was a so-called black man. That's what the Lord was, a so-called black man. Alright? And if you are heathen, then he's coming to rule over you.
Yeah,
And he's gonna put us over you. That's why I declare unto you. Go ahead.
Egypt is black.
Go on.
Israel is not black. Egypt is black.
You see? You see?
Yeah, but Israel is not black.
Ooh, you see what I tell you?
Yeah.
Who want to be in this fucking life? Dragon and people advantaging them. You know what she said? I wish I could have asked
Israel.
She's right fucking mind.
Sorry?
Israel is Jews.
Israel is Jews?
Yeah.
You correct? They are the Jews. But who the Jews are? We are. The so-called blacks. These people in the land right now, them whites.
No way. Why?
Big man. Biggs. You want to rule the world one day?
Why
Deaf.
the French came big?
I think of my name, apparently.
He playing deaf.
Yeah, he
Go ahead.
was
Why
being
the
sarcastic.
French came big?
That is stiff, yes. Go ahead.
In the which
Listen.
that's all.
Talking too much.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great
He
noise.
said the heavens go pass away with a great noise.
What
So
happened?
this world that we living in, I scripture say the end of this time shall be the day of doom. A day of doom, a day of wars. Where the third world war is going to take place, and that's going to be fought with nuclear missiles. And that is what's going to cause the noise. Meaning the land of America, different parts of Europe, and also in our homeland Israel, with these rats in. And when them nukes hit, the scripture says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and that is going to cause a domino effect of natural disasters, causing great havoc to the four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
Gone. And the elements shall melt.
It have a timing for that, and the time is near. How we know the time is near? Because we've seen this devil working.
That's right.
Once he implements that device, see the device here? Once this device is implemented and made mandatory, we know the third world war is coming. Alright? This is called the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip.
That's right.
And if you take this to live, you take this to keep your job, like you're going to take the vaccine to keep your job, and you're going to take the vaccine to eat. If you take this to eat and to live, you're going to receive of the plagues of the Lord.
That's right.
The wrath of the Lord without mixture.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Gone. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And
Element shall what?
melt with fervent heat.
Element shall melt with fervent heat. And you know what's elements? You are also element. Everything that you see. made up with elements. The Most High get a picture in Ezekiel 22 and 20. Ezekiel 22 and verse 20. And they coming, just like you heard of the news with the children that get burned up in the house. Huh? You read it? Right. Soon and very soon, that is going to be the case in America. America is going to be like that house on fire with a lot of people burning in it. You have family in America? You have family in America? Call them and tell them one thing, serving your house, but some outside they're going and burn one day. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 22 and 20, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it and melt it, so will I gather you in my anger.
So as they gather silver and gold and all these things to melt it, so you go and gather people to melt them. And we gather them mainly. In America, all these people that sought opportunity.
You have a big Bible. Why you pick out America?
Why we put,
Why you
no,
didn't
not
pick
we.
out France?
The Heavenly
Why
Father
you
did.
didn't pick out
Hey,
Canada?
the Heavenly Father picked out America.
Sir.
We
That's
didn't
how we
pick out
were.
that. We didn't pick out that.
That's how we were, sir.
America is Babylon, modern day Babylon fair. The land of confusion.
I would have accepted that.
You accept that? Well, Babylon had to burn. Give me that in Revelation 18 and 8. Yeah, finish off.
To melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury. I will leave you there and melt you.
Yeah, but that text never stated America.
That's right.
No, I talk about the elements in dealing with when it burn everything up.
I'm reading this here, right? And then it will bring that precept right back.
Come.
The book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
What happened with Sodom and Gomorrah? They burn them that crispy.
Right.
When they come to find people, fall like cockroach. Burn up. That crisp.
That is how Babylon going
That's
and go.
how America will not go out.
With fire.
We're going to give some prophecies now. No, we can't say when. But we know when the time is coming. Because
It's coming.
now when the time is coming.
How we know it's coming? How you think we know it's coming?
How we think? Exactly.
They make the missiles already. The missiles are already being made.
And waiting to be fired. Nuclear missiles are waiting in Russia.
Before we fall in the administration.
What?
No, man.
Before
Them time they didn't have that kind of power. As yet.
They didn't have that kind of technology. They had bombs.
It had bombs.
Atomic bombs.
Now they have the kind of technology
Like
to
Poseidon.
to wipe out the whole
State.
one state. Yes? Excuse. Yes. One question. Yeah.
They know time.
Yeah, but the question is, is he talking then? The question is.
remember,
All right, go ahead.
my worry is only just a dot.
Yeah.
I'm only going to get a message to the world.
We just a dot. How we gonna get the message to the world? Remember 2 Timothy 2 and 10. 2 Timothy 2:10.
Because 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 10, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake.
You hear that? We endure all things for the what?
Elect's sake.
For the elect's sake. Now what just shot? What just shot? What just you see this? Right. There's the bulk of people here that the Most High don't want. See that? See this here? This way is called, this fraction here is called the elect. Which one bigger? This one here bigger? Right. Remember Zechariah 13 and 8. The Most High, he don't need to use no big numbers to get his message across. When the Lord came, how much men he gathered? How much disciples he had? 12. Why he didn't have 20? Why he didn't have 1,000 disciples? Oh, because why? It's a little dot. A little dot he going and use to spread his message. And that's what he's seeing today. He said I'm going to be like little sanctuaries.
It's spread already? It's spread already?
We have brothers all in South Africa. Listen, we have brothers all in Guyana. We have brothers all in Peru. We have brothers all in Saudi Arabia. You understand?
Hawaii.
In America, the flooding. In Guyana, Hawaii,
Jamaica.
Barbados. You understand? That was all prophesied.
Sure,
I'll get a faith in Matthew 13. Let's get it real quick. Matthew chapter 13 and verse. Boom, boom, boom. Right, Matthew chapter 13 and verse 31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed. Our mustard seed is big or small? Very small. And when you look at, minute. And when you look up a mustard seed, it's one of the smallest, if not the smallest of seeds. Exactly. Beautiful. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is the least of all seeds. See that? The least, the smallest. But when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. So this would start off small. With
I enjoy the topic, and I have to go home.
I don't go now.
Yeah, I have to go.
So what you think about we ruling?
Well, I give everybody the option.
The people that will do this. What think should happen to them?
I give everybody a
Let's get them from
land
here.
of freedom.
You can't do it.
Democracy.
13 and 9.
But these people that do this, what think should happen to them? Huh? Yeah, good. Let's keep on going. Alright.
The alcohol guy.
I told man, we feel should happen to the people who do this.
Mark up yourself.
Yeah, mark up yourself.
How you doing that? Huh? You whip what we get, brother.
The people who do that, what think should happen to them?
Recompense.
I do more than that.
Yeah, recompense.
And that's why I put a spray back in Jake.
Man, you straight now, Jake, out there. You say what, mark up yourself? Jake can't see that you fucking whiplash.
You can see that you that's funny. You know what is this, right? What I look like? The people who do this, where things should go on. They're dead already. But the people who alright, their children, their fathers who did this, right? What do you think should happen to them? Same thing. Alright.
Scratchy fucking head.
Sometimes Jake, like, he finished one. He don't know what the fuck going on. Alright, let's put it to the rock and everything should just go on as it is. All the oppression that we went through should just go on as it is.
Jake just day born and field.
Yeah,
Just day.
Yeah. You don't read things like Hebrews 10 and 6. Is Hebrews 10 and 6? I'm not going to offer it.
Listen.
Wait, no, I don't think it's Hebrews. When the Prince is writing, it says Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. You don't read things like that. I want to know why that there. I ask question, why that there? That is because one of the King David, he saw something unnatural going on. You know, he saw kings riding, you know, outside David. You know?
Is it time now though?
Hey, I'm walking up on
5
past.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6.
Yeah.
It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Princes walking upon, like, servants upon the earth. Who is the princes? The children of Israel. Right? They are in poor, low places. Right? Yeah. So you can get our spirit back into Jake, you know what I mean? Hey, they're not going to come back. All these people who going to have that kingly mindset is the elect. right? Because we alone, still out here, I put myself in it. I say we, because you know, out of hope and faith, you know, only we will have that mindset.
Gone.
God give us a different mindset.
Different mindset.
Being renewed in the spirit of your mind. And part of that renewal is you moving from thinking that you could only reach thus far.
Done.
All I could do is just get a job in this world and pay bills and drive a nice car and pay for the car I don't buy already. Keep paying insurance for something I don't buy already. And that is all Jake just see.
You know, they are on extra here, right? Extra here. So now with 8 years, I'll be paying for cars now.
Finish.
That is the mindset that our people in that docile mindset.
No sense of elevation, upliftment.
Yeah, no upliftment.
The scripture says Judah is like, especially Judah, in the sense of the head tribes of the nation. You understand? They just crouch down like an old lion. Scripture says, who shall rouse him up? They ain't ready to stand up. But the elect are the ones that are going to make the difference and stand up. And we standing up. We standing up with the Spirit. The scripture say the Spirit of life entered into them and they stood up on their feet. We standing up with His word. Alright? Because really and truly, we wouldn't make sense coming out here with placards if it ain't dealing with what the Most High say going to happen. It's like what they was doing in the time of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Where they was protesting in the streets, marching and all that shit. It didn't make no sense. It came to naught. Why? Because that was in the work of the Lord. That was in the way we're supposed to stand up. That was actually still bending down. That was you standing up like this. But now we're able to stand uprightly because why? We're coming out here and we're standing up in righteousness.
Gone.
Right? Standing up with the Spirit of the Lord. Teaching like we see these dogs. Alright? We declare that, hey, you're going into slavery.
That's right.
Like what the scripture says. Moab shall, remember that in Numbers 24 and verse 17. But not only.
Yeah, I know kind of.
Can. Well, after this one, we'll wrap up.
Gone.
All right, go ahead.
Numbers.
Can. All right. Can. Go on.
Gone.
Jump see.
Huh?
Yeah, my phone turn here.
Yeah, you done it, man.
I was actually we have a photo just here.
Oh, gone.
I don't know if you hear that.
Gone. Continue.
Yeah.
Gone. Numbers 24 and 17. I shall see him. Shalom. Gone. Gone. I shall see him. Gone. Shalom. But not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh.
Go ahead.
Gone. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel.
Right, a scepter, a star out of Jacob, which is Yahushai. He's a star. Alright, and the scepter represents rulership.
Gone.
Alright, a scepter out of what?
Out of Israel.
Out of Israel, meaning we're gonna rule.
Gone.
We're gonna be the ones on high. Go ahead.
Gone. And shall smite the corners of Moab.
Now we're gonna be able to smite the corners of Moab. I should say we're gonna rule over them with a rod of iron. Go ahead.
And destroy all the children of Seth.
And destroy the children of what? Shet.
Gone. Shet. So like.
You understand? And when they go into that word Shet, it goes into the word tumult.
Gone.
Alright, and who made the tumult against us? Who's the children of tumult? Psalms 83. These heathen nations, they were confederate against us.
That's right.
Moab included. I can see that today. The spirit that they push towards us is a negative one. You know? You can watch this movie, the name might again where the Moabites who own the supermarket was saying, hurry up and buy. I think that's you. Oh shit, I forget the name, mate. Brothers what I remember. You understand? But these nations, they show that hatred that they have towards us.
Gone.
You understand? From dealing with them. They don't love us. And they were jakes are the guy in the thick skull. These heathen nations are not for you. They are your adversaries.
Gone.
Alright? They come out and prophesy against them. Prophesy against Mount Seir. Prophesy against Esau, Edom. Declare their judgments. Alright? And eventually, it's going to move from declaring it to it happening. And this is what we're waiting to see. As the brother asked the precept in Revelation 13 and 9.
13 and 9.
You read that already?
Nah.
Or read that?
Oh, yeah. No. I didn't
13
pull
and
it up, but I
9.
didn't read it, yeah. Because Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword.
Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
This is what we're waiting for.
Gone.
The patience and the what?
Faith of the saints.
Because guess what? We didn't see it yet happening. Jake's still in bondage. But we believe that it's going to happen. We have faith in that. That soon and very soon, us as so-called blacks, Latinos and natives are going to rule over these elites of the world. Rule over these hidden nations that own all these supermarkets and businesses. They're going to be under our feet. Thus said the Lord. And it's going to happen in due time. And the Lord is the one that we're waiting on to do that. That's why we rise up here and we rise up in our spiritual way. Right now what we're doing is just revealing them, declaring the judgments, and soon and very soon we're literally going to put our hands on them. Give me that in Jeremiah 16:16.
Gone. Because Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord.
And that's what we're doing. We're fishing.
Gone.
And the bait is this word. And who we fishing for? We're fishing for the elect. We don't care about you niggas that don't believe in the Bible. We don't care about those of you that believe in this world and already took the jab and planning to take the wherever the devil bring to eat and to live. We out here for the elect.
Gone.
Go ahead.
I will send for many fishers, say the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them.
And they shall what?
And they shall hunt them.
We're going to hunt them.
Gone.
Go ahead.
From every mountain, and from every hill,
And from every hill.
and out of the holes
And out of the holes.
of the rocks.
So they're going to plan to hide. They have a plan. The elites of this world, they have a plan to hide. Right? So they know the Lord's going to come. And when he comes, he's going to have a great shaking. Remember that in Isaiah 2 and verse 19.
Gone.
You read on to verse 19 to verse 21 and we'll close off.
Gone. Book of Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks,
And they shall go into the holes of the rocks
and into the caves of the earth.
and into the caves of the earth. Go ahead.
Gone.
Which represents for the bunkers,
Gone.
the space shuttles,
Gone.
the underwater cities. Go ahead.
Gone. For the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Gone. And for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth.
When he arises to shake terribly, he's the one that's going to rise up to the prey. We're waiting for him to arise. And that by arising, we mean to come with the heavenly host. To take over. Sit on the throne. Alright? Put on all rule. Go ahead.
Gone. Verse 20. In that day, a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship.
Yeah, you people as well, you're going to get rid of your gods. As the scripture says in Isaiah 8 and 21, they go pass through it hardly be sad and hungry. Alright, and when they begin to be hungry, they're going to curse their king and their gods and look upward. Alright, they're going to get rid of them idols. Scripture says one Lord shall be praised in that day. Go ahead.
Gone. Continuing to the moles and to the bats.
Go ahead.
Gone. Verse 21. To go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops.
To hiding.
Gone. And into the tops of the ragged rocks for fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Gone.
Fear. Because that one thing he requires mankind to do. Fear.
Gone.
One way or the other. It's either you come and fear him now and start to do his work, or in the day of destruction, you're going to have terrible fear on you. Through the destruction that is taking place, that you're going to be a part of. Alright? The scripture says the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. And then you think you're safe in a house and a serpent in your ass. So even some of them going to try to hide, they're going to run into homes, you know, thinking that they're safe. behind burglar proof and it's destruction again because angels going to be on the scene as well. And these angels don't need no key. They don't need to knock on no door to enter no house. They don't need to slide a window. About these celestial beings going to be on the scene and then they're going to fulfill Isaiah 9 and verse 4. So they're utterly old and young. Like what it was saying, the fire. What I said?
Isaiah.
So like Ezekiel 9 and 4. You understand? Like you was seeing recently where the police officer reported that he saw a demon. Saw a demon there, which is an angel. An angel of the Lord. That was sent to execute that judgment. And the angels are going to be sent in a frequent way, in a great way to execute his judgment. Because that's how the Lord is known. By his judgments which he does execute on the earth. And this place is in need of harsh judgment. Too much homosexuals, too much wicked leaders, too much rebellious people. People that despise the words of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
That's something worthy of destruction and judgment, harsh judgment. And that is where it's coming. Go ahead.
For the fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty.
And for the what?
And for the glory of his majesty.
What is the glory of his majesty? And he comes with them chariots coming with great glory in a majestic way.
Isaiah 63.
That's it. Go ahead.
When he arises to shake terribly the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. Cease from man, whose breath is in his nostrils.
Cease from man, whose breath is in his nostrils. Don't believe in them. Don't put your confidence in them. Your government. That is men. The Egyptians, the scripture says the Egyptians are men and not God. Stop believing in the world system. Stop believing in the elite. Stop believing in the science. Alright? Whose what? Whose breath?
Whose breath is in his nostrils.
And what is breath? What breath goes back to? The wisdom of the Lord. But their wisdom is in their nostrils, in themselves. Alright? What they think is right. But guess what? You're supposed to be leaning on the Most High's understanding, not your own. Alright? And by you trusting in science, is you believing in man's knowledge. Go ahead.
Continuing. For when is he to be accounted of?
Where is he to be accounted of? Alright? He didn't make the heavens and the earth. These men that you all have ruling and having high admiration today, they can't even explain to you what's going on in the bottom of the sea. Where is he to be accounted of? Alright? He can't be ranked with the Most High. Go ahead.
I said it.
That was it. You know? So you people need to wake up. Put your trust in the Most High Yahweh, being an Israelite man, a woman,